Another beautiful day in God's kingdom. Sometimes I like to ask a question, and I'm going to do one again today. But let's take a look at something that we have before us. You see, this whole month of February, we're declaring that my family is blessed because we're taking a look at family. And so let's see what we have before us today. And we're in the book of Genesis, chapter 37. And let's read what the Bible says from verse 2. And it says this: These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock of his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah and with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto their father their evil report. Basically, Joseph was snitching on his brothers. Now, the Bible says that Israel, or Jacob, his father, loved Joseph more than all his children because he was the son of his old age. And Joseph had a coat of many colors that his father had made for him. And when his brothers saw that their father loved Joseph more than all of them, they hated him, and they could not speak peaceably unto Joseph. And so what is it that we find here? See, obviously, the story is there. It says that Joseph was the loved one, he was the chosen one, and everybody that saw him knew immediately, because he had the beautiful coat of many colors that showed clearly that this was the one that was loved by their father, that was distinct and distinguished amongst all of his brothers. And so his brothers, the Bible says, hated him. The Bible says that they could not speak cordially to him. So there was no harmony, there was no unity within that family unit. And so I want to ask you a question. If you were one of those brothers, Joseph was 17 years old, all these guys were older than him, what would have been your own reaction? And what would be your own reaction? Perhaps in your family right now, that is a situation that you face. Maybe you were the favored one, or you were the one that was not the favored one. What is your reaction, and what would be your own reaction to this? Because obviously we go ahead and if you go further into the story, you see what the brothers did, and this caused a family rift. Not only a family rift, it caused heartache, it caused separation, isolation. It caused all kinds of things for this family because of this fact that their father loved one child above the others. And the funny thing about this whole thing is that this wasn't the first time it was happening. You see, Jacob himself, this father himself, had been a victim, if you want to call it, of the same thing. His mother had loved him above his brother Esau, and his mother and his father had played favorites when he was a child growing up. But he didn't learn from it. And that is one thing that happens to us as individuals. Sometimes we go through life and things have happened to us in the past, but we kind of just do not learn from it. And I want to ask you that question, that if you were one of Joseph's brothers, what would have been your own reaction to the fact that your father had chosen one above others and favored one of your siblings above you? What would have been your own reaction? And what is your reaction, actually? Yeah, so I'm leaving you with that question today. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.